Hi, and welcome back to Kickdown Garage. Today I'm going to do a quick video, step by step, on how to change the oil on a 2023 Dodge Charger. Now, it should be the same, I believe, for all Pentastar motors, being in the Challenger, Charger, Durango, anything like that, any Jeep products, just with a few different variations with how the body shields are underneath the car. But things you'll need: 10mm socket, 13mm socket, and then a 24mm. So the 10mm is to get the 4 bolts out for the body shield, 13mm for the drain plug, and then the 24mm to get the oil filter out. And a drain pan, obviously. But that should be about everything you need. Let's get to it. Here we go. Step 1. Up on the ramps and get your supervisor. Okay, and then for step 2, pop the hood. And we'll come out here, right by the ribs of the hood. Use the lever, slide it to the left, pop open the hood. Now, unlike most engines that have the oil filter underneath the engine, the oil filter on the Pentastars, at least this one, is right here. And that should be a 24mm to remove that. Yep. And use 5W20. Any brand will work, whatever you guys want. I'm using Valvoline. Mobile One's fine too. It's another brand I use. But everybody has their preference. And full synthetic. We'll have to get underneath the car and remove the body shield. Okay, now we're under the car for step 3. We will go and remove the 4 bolts that hold the under body shield on here, the skid pan. They're numbered actually 1, 2, 3, and 4 to make it easy. So we'll remove that, and then we'll get to the next step of draining the oil. Okay, for step 4, we're going to drain the oil. Here is the drain plug. We will go and get a socket on there, pop that out. It's a 13mm. And we'll get a pan and we'll just drain it in. Then we'll just get a pan and drain the oil in. While the oil's draining, I like to come up and take the oil cap off. What that does, it prevents the vacuum lock, and it'll actually drain a little faster. And I don't like doing it until I pull the drain plug out, just because when you first pull that plug out, it just won't come gushing out quite as quick then and make a mess. Okay, some people like to pull the oil filter out first. I like to do it while it's draining, because if there's any oil up in there, hopefully it will drain out and create a little bit less of a mess up here. But again, 24mm, we'll go and get that pulled off. Okay, here's a look at the old filter. Like I said, this one only had 1,000 miles on it. I'm just getting kind of a break-in oil out of it. But that was sitting like this. Now, underneath that, the oil cap there, it will go in and might be kind of stuck in there, so it'll take a little bit to pull it off. So don't be afraid to pull on it. But remember, when you're tightening it back down, that it is plastic. So don't go all Arnold on it and just crank it down. When I like to do, I just hold it right, once it's seated, hold it right about on the head of the ratchet, and then just tighten it down, and then you don't put a whole lot of torque on it. Also, on that cap, replace the O-ring. This will come with the new oil filter. Put some oil around here, slide it on. And again, remember to remove the old one. Okay, for the next step, I think we're on step, I don't know, F or 43 or something like that. But go under here. Again, it's 13mm. Got that finger tight. And we will just crank it down. And remember, this is all aluminum. So again, leave your Hercules strength at home and just tighten it down. And there's torque specs and everything. I don't know what they are. I just do it by feel. So we'll tighten that up, and we'll call that one good. And then we will go and get the shield back on. Now, this is not a magnetic drain plug on this one, but I still wipe everything off. And a lot of times there's a copper washer in there. This one has a rubber, kind of a built-in one, so you don't have to worry about replacing any of that stuff. So pretty simple. Now we're going to put the splash guard, skid plate, under body shield, whatever you want to call it, back under the vehicle. Now it will kind of slide up in here. Get the shield back on, and then all you're gonna do is just pull down a little bit on the front one, slide it in, put the 4 bolts back in. Remember, they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's tighten them down in order. Okay, got these all tight. Now I just tighten them down to feel. I don't do anything for spec wise or torque spec, so got those all in. So that's all done. Okay, just a quick rundown. We're all done under the car. We got the drain plug tight. We got the body shield back on. Everything tightened down. Up above, we got the oil filter in. That tightened down. So we'll put 6 quarts of 520 in, full synthetic. Again, you can use whatever brand you want to use. And this is a 5-quart jug, so I got this one plus an additional quart. So we'll go and dump that in, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, oil's all done. We will put the cap back on, and there you go. Pretty much this is all done. While I'm under here, I just like to check the other fluids. Antifreeze is good. Washer fluid's not bad. And then also, it doesn't hurt, even though you dump 6 in, double checking on the dipstick, just make sure everything's okay. Put that in, and then we're all done. We can close the hood, and this is a wrap up here. Okay, and for step 73G, subsection 4, otherwise known as the final step, just need to reset the oil. So get in the car, do not push the brake, but push engine start button twice to get in the run position. Then we will come up here, and let's see, this normally would be on 1, we'll go to 2. As you can see, I already reset it to 100%, but all you do is press OK to reset, press OK, and boom, it is reset. Like I said, I just changed this one at 1,000 miles to do it to make sure everything was okay, but and when you go through the stuff, you just use these buttons here. But that is it. Anyway, I'll just try to do a quick video here on the oil change of a 2023 Dodge Charger. Hopefully this helps somebody else out. I know it can be a little tricky just because of it being odd with the oil filter on top of the motor instead of under. First vehicle that I ever had, and I've had a lot that's had anything like this, and then actually with the cartridge filter. Most of the cartridge filters went away in the late 60s. So this is kind of something different. It was a surprise when I picked up a filter and it looked like that. And again, I just picked up, I think this is a Pure Later filter. Again, get what you want. Usually I run either on my GM, I go and run AC Delco or Wix or something like that. I usually try to get a quality filter, but this is what the auto parts store had. But again, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye now.